Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. Let's do it.
Hey guys, this is Snack Attack 8. I stand here today facing my toughest challenge so far. The challenge to resist the urge to sink my teeth into this row of delicious, giant, chocolate frosted donut holes. Who knows how these majestic beings got here? Possibly a giant Dunkin' Donuts dropped them out of the sky? I don't know. But all I know is that I want to eat these majestic landmarks of the modern world. But there is a much more important task ahead, and that is fighting this trainer! And also, this is Let's Play Pokemon Yellow, Part Yellow, but not really, Part 6. So, I have a lot to talk about in this part, which is good because the last video I felt was not very eventful in the fact that it was just kind of boring, in my opinion. I mean, we got a lot done game-wise, but it didn't seem like I was like really talking too much through the battles. I was just like, oh yeah, Thundershock, and then I got really pissed off about Rap, but that's a different story for a video that we've already done. But I have stuff to talk about this time. Stuff and even more piles of stuff. First off, I'm going to start by giving a shout-out, and it seems to me that shout-outs are sort of obsolete nowadays with the whole like modules thing, because that's just like a permanent shout-out, and anyone who goes to your channel can see those. But I'm gonna give one anyway, because I like shout-outs. You guys know that. I've always liked them. Even back in the day when no one watched these videos, I still gave them, and I will continue to give them. So the shout-out I'm gonna shout today. I'm not actually gonna shout it, but stop talking. Okay, the shout-out that I'm giving today is to Nintendofreakify, who is a fairly new LPer. He's doing an LP of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, I think. I've never played that game, but you know, I was aware of it. But it's a really good LP. He's a funny guy, and he comes up with some like interesting. He has some really interesting like points of commentary, I think he's from Holland, so he has a cool accent too, which is always good. You always like to. I mean, in the battle between accent and no accent, you always want to root for the accent side. But aside from that, he's just really good at what he's doing. And you should go check him out, because that would make me happy. And it would make you happy too, because you would be watching good videos. Yeah, so there's my shout out. I haven't actually recorded a video in like a month. I think I already said this, but all those parts before this were pre-recorded. Now as for the 150 or not question, I have come to the conclusion that I don't think I'll be getting 150 or all 150 Pokemon. A lot of the feedback, like, I kind of decided that by myself too. I'm not really sure why that video still exists, but I don't know, I'm leaving it up, whatever. But the feedback did encourage me to just, I think, stick with, I mean, the majority of people said stay how it is now, and I think I would prefer that. You better learn, Manfred, come on, learn a new attack. If I had new Pokemon, I would have won. I don't think so. So yeah, I am just gonna stick with what I'm doing now. I have come up with the idea that I will be raising more team-worthy Pokemon than I originally thought. So what that means is I'm probably gonna have like maybe 2 of each like type, like fire or something. I really want this to be, you know, not just 6 Pokemon. I think that's what I was trying to get to with the whole getting all 150. I wanted it to be more than just a run of that. And I think a way I could do that was actually, like I said in like, what was that video 2, that I could, you know, like mix it up with what Pokemon I was going to use by just getting a lot of them and maybe let you guys choose that too. And I just think that is probably the better way to go now. Transitioning right on to the next topic, I haven't covered E3 yet. It's not like actual coverage though. I'm not by any means qualified to do that, but I'll give you my thoughts on it. Nintendo, overall, best conference. I'm pretty sure everyone thinks that. They released, or they brought back many of their core franchises, which is what we've kind of been asking for the whole time as fans. Like Kirby, Donkey Kong Country, those both look great. And then there's, you know, Zelda Wii's finally been announced as Skyward Sword. I'm excited for that. I'm willing to blame the mess up that they did when they demonstrated it on technical difficulties, because in all the stuff I read, apparently with the Motion Plus it works really well, and I like the art style too. Like some people, I've been seeing comments and stuff that people don't like it, but I actually really like it. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool looking, and it's obviously not finished yet because the game's coming out in 2011, so I really think it'll turn out to be pretty good looking and fun to play. And then the 3DS is the biggest thing for me. I'll probably be I'll be wanting one the day it comes out. I don't know if I'll have the money to get one because I'll be in college then. But I definitely am more excited for that now. Because they released, you know, Kid Icarus. That looks awesome. I was never the biggest, like, I don't know why, but for some reason I was not, until they released the trailer, I was not at all interested in a remake of Kid Icarus. Maybe that's because I never really played the first one on the NES, because I was, like, not even born back then. But, I don't know, it's just something about it. I was like, okay, it would be cool if they brought this back, but I would rather see, you know, like, F-Zero or Pikmin or something. Although apparently Pikmin 3 is still being worked on, although it wasn't at E3. But I mean, it looked really cool, like the trailer for that, and they're bringing back, you know, Nintendo 64 remakes of like Ocarina of Time and Star Fox 64 have already been shown, and I would just play those two games on any system, wherever, anywhere, in any dimension. But in 3D on the go, that's pretty awesome. The other conferences I was not as thrilled with. Sony, I think they have the better of the two motion controls that were released with the Move, because it looks more, it seems to me like they're more focused on actually integrating some of their core franchises with the Move, and going by Microsoft's Kinect, it didn't seem like they were really doing that. It seemed like they were just gonna come up with a bunch of shovelware, and while yeah, that'll appeal to the casual market, I didn't like it at all. Like, that's my main problem with the Wii, is that it does that. But you know, I think Sony had the better motion controls, although I wasn't too wowed with their conference, because I don't own any Sony systems past the PS2, so I can't say I was too excited, because there's nothing out that I'll be playing. And then Microsoft, I think theirs was the worst, but I think their main problem was they just showed a bunch of games that have already come out, or not already come out, but they've already been, there were no surprises, let's just say that, because they showed Gears 3, which we knew was coming, and Call of Duty Black Ops, which we knew was coming, and Halo Reach, which we also knew was coming, and that was kind of it. And then just like other stuff, random stuff that I'm really excited about, I'd have to say Ubisoft's coming out with a new Rayman game, a 2D one, which I saw the trailer for, and that just looks absolutely awesome with the whole art style and just everything about it, like the humor. And I'm really excited for a new 2D Rayman game, because that hasn't happened since, you know, like the first one. And you guys all know that I will be LPing that in the form of Rayman Advance. And then Portal 2. It's Portal 2. I mean, come on. Right quickly, I'm gonna check my time. I think I might, the video might actually be over, but whatever. I'm gonna check my time, and I'm gonna go heal at the Pokemon Center, and I'll meet you right back here. See you then. Fast talking. Okay, sorry about that, guys. But I did want to heal my Pokemon. This is the last trainer we will be fighting in this video. I think we're gonna be able to get right up to the next area, which is good, because that was my goal. And I guess I could have cut some of that battling out, but I was talking about stuff, and I think that was, in my opinion, that was pretty interesting commentary. I don't know how you guys would see it. Of course, I would imagine that you guys like these videos more than I do, because, well, I don't know. That Jigglypuff has red eyes, and it wants to eat me. That Jigglypuff wants to eat me. You can catch Jigglypuff in this grass, but I don't know if I would be comfortable having something that wants to eat me on my team. I just don't see how that would benefit me at all, especially if I'm oh, what? Okay, sorry about that, guys. That was not supposed to happen. I didn't, yeah, okay. So we just keep strolling along. Off sync singing. And here's our next sort of, like, saving checkpoint for the next area. There's the Pokemon Center, and as we can see this sign, it says Mount Moon, tunnel entrance, and we will be entering the tunnel, and we just did. And I will continue this in the next video.